King Charles asked Prince Andrew to leave the Royal Lodge in 2023, but the Duke of York has yet to vacate the property. As Andrew desperately holds on to his royal estate, insiders think the rivalry between Charles and Andrew will escalate over the mansion. Intriguingly, more than one friend of the Yorks has suggested the same theory to me as to why this eviction campaign has begun. Could it be that the king sees Royal Lodge as a potential future home for Queen Camilla, were she to outlive him? A source asked. The Crown Estate owns the property, there's no great reason to get rid of him other than the costs of security which the king is paying for. But the king has a lot of money and it just seems petty that he is trying to get rid of him, the source continued. As OK previously reported, Andrew wanted to give the Royal Lodge to his kids, despite none of the Yorks being working royals. There are reports that Andrew intends to pass on his least two daughters, Beatrice and Eugenie, even after he dies, royal editors Far Nan Sen told GB News. Now whether that's something Beatrice and Eugenie would be interested in is a completely different topic, Nan Sen continued. They're very settled and also it would involve them being dragged into this royal feud. But if that is his intention, then it means he's planning to see out his time at Royal Lodge and then create a further headache for King Charles in this messy feud, Nan Sen noted. And while Andrew received his royal eviction notice last year, Charles and Kate Middleton's cancer diagnosis might have shifted His Majesty's priorities, giving Andrew more time. He isn't going anywhere for the time being, royal expert Christopher Anderson told an outlet. It's doubtful that King Charles, who, along with his daughter-in-law Kate Middleton, is battling cancer, is in the mood for a knockdown drag-out with his brother. In 2022, Andrew was stripped of his HRH status, and English commentators continue to wonder how he can afford to maintain the lavish property without a salary. The property, part of the Windsor estate and worth £30 million, $37.6 million, if you don't mind, is reportedly beset with problems including rising damp, cracks in the brickwork, and unsightly peeling paintwork, comedian Mark Dolan wrote in an opinion piece. This is hardly befitting the most revered family in the country, if not the world. Andrew has been struggling to meet the £400,000, $528,000 a year upkeep of Royal Lodge, and whilst the building falls into rack and ruin, the Queen's former favourite son, who is no favourite with Charles these days, refuses to budge, Dolan penned. Sources spoke to Daily Mail.